Well, I think as we're being asked about our drought conditions, if we've been in since about June of this summer that's almost over, we need to look around and not be deceived by all the greenery and flowers. If we look right here, how now this looks bright colored flowers, green leaves, the grass is green everywhere, and yet all that indicates is we had some very good rain in late August, or the last half of August, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches around much of the recharge and area of the district. So that was great for the surface, but very little of that water actually got deeper into the subsurface to recharge the aquifers. So therefore, the aquifers are still in drought. Even surface water had very little runoff, so the lakes are declining in their levels. So we're still in drought. But it is nice to see a little greenery when everything had been turning severe brown. So at this point, we're just hoping for more rain. The prognosis doesn't look very good. We have La Nina still continuing, although it's moderating a little bit. Right now we're approaching some record highs this next few days of 100 or more, which is kind of rare for this time of year when we're switching, about to get into fall by the calendar. So everybody needs to keep in mind we are still in drought and still need to limit our use of groundwater. As I mentioned, we're still in drought, and water levels and spring flows are all continuing to decline. Although they're not declining as much as they had been, that August rain did help a little bit to keep some flow going, or not so much increase it, but just keep it from dropping as much as it has been. So we're estimating that by middle of October, we'll probably cross some of our thresholds that will mean, the next stage of drought, which is our critical drought stage, for the district. And that applies both to the Edwards and Trinity aquifers. And thinking about the Trinity in particular, as we're looking at Jacob's Well and the flow from Jacob's Well, we had a brief period of time in early August before it started raining a little more that Jacob's Well stopped flowing, which it does these days under high pumping conditions in drought. But the little bit of rain we had just provided a little boost, so we're getting some flow out of Jacob's Well right now, but very little. Barton Springs continuing to flow at about 25 cubic feet per second, which is below less than half of what our average conditions are. And our Lovelady monitor well is still dropping. But again, all of those indicators are dropping at a slightly less steep rate as we had before. So that's encouraging. That's pushing us down the road a little bit more to the next stage of drought. But we'll probably be there by mid-October if we don't get some significant rain soon.